Okay, Capricorn. Today I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you. I've already pre-shuffled. Yeah, we won't be taking that one. That was, it looked like lovers though. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then 6 of swords. We won't be taking that one either. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Let's start here. This card will represent your present situation, the energy, obstacles you are facing right now. And you've got the Hermit. Boy, Hermits came out in several readings, so you may want to check your birth chart. Oh my goodness. So this situation, it feels like, it's really got you looking at everything. Look at that. Look at that. It's like the energy of this is not knowing. It's almost like you just don't know. And you're trying to figure out exactly what you are facing. So I feel like right now you're facing the unknown, because that's what I'm getting. You don't know what's going on. You don't really know what's happening, but you know something's happening. Next, immediate challenge, the energy that is blocking or influencing your situation. Oh my goodness. The 4 of Cups. And I want you to look at that. Looking at that 1 cup. So, feels like your challenge is to, I'm going to be honest, it feels like you're blocking yourself. It feels like your challenge is to stop seeing things one way. Do you see? It's almost like he's just glaring at that 1 cup. The 1 cup's different. You got to look at things from a different point of view, it feels like. A different standpoint. And 2, it feels like maybe you have a few blinders going. You know, if you look right here, look at that light. It's not too clear. So it definitely feels like you're not seeing things exactly the way they are. Maybe the way you want to see them. The root cause, the foundation, or unconscious energies that your situation is based on. Knight of Swords. This feels like word of mouth. That's what I get from that. It's like, this is almost like gossip. Like hearing something. You have to watch what you hear, because word of mouth's not always what someone was told. You know, things, just like someone will tell someone they caught a fish this big, by the time it gets to you, it's the size of a whale. You see what I'm saying? This has got that feeling to it. So it feels like the root cause of this is, honestly, people talking. And it's caused a situation. It's like gossip. Something to do with gossip. Recent past. What you have just left behind that affects this present situation. The Hangman. Okay. So you weren't thinking clearly about something to do with this before this even. It's almost like whatever's tied into this situation here was all up in the air then. So you weren't thinking clearly in the recent past, and now it's almost like, how can you think clearly? Okay, for one, you have to watch what you're listening to, because it's almost like, I keep getting word of mouth. It's like people are just yammering. Bunch of hens clucking, so to speak. Or roosters, however you want to look at it. But, yeah. In the past, it was like you were just kind of watching and listening and trying to figure things out and, you know, feeling stuck. I'm drawn to the vines around the wrist. Yeah, feeling like just stuck in a situation. And that situation has kind of gotten worse instead of better. But there's a lot of talking going on. Make sure things are truthful before you allow yourself to believe. Just saying. Message from above. Information from your higher self regarding this situation. Can also be, this card can also be, you know, signs from spirit, guides, and God, the universe, you know, our angels. Okay. 3 of Cups. Okay. Avoid third-party situation. I feel like that's what you're... I'm just being honest. That's what I feel like your higher self wants you to avoid, a third-party situation, whatever that is. And it doesn't have to be, this doesn't have to be romantic or sexual or anything like that. It could be business related. It can fall anywhere, but avoid third-party situations. So if it's going to be something that is not on the up and up, avoid it. Don't even go there. It's just going to be a downfall. It's just going to be a problem. It's going to cause problems. And then we have here immediate future. Likely events that lie just ahead of you. Page of Swords. Okay, so this feels like just ahead of you, you get some truths. So you have some truths that come to you. You start figuring things out. And that's going to really have you looking, going forward, and it's got a better feeling because down here it feels like listening to other people's truths, but here it's like getting truths. So yeah, different feel on that one than the other one. And then down here we have your thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, how are you feeling about the matter at hand? Lovers. So if this is about a love situation, I'm just drawn to how there's 3. You got the angel, you've got the 2, you've got the 3 cups, you've got the 3, and it's like it's a third party. Now, it feels like your thoughts and feelings is that if this is got to do with a person, then there's love. And it's almost like feeling, it's heavy. It's very heavy because it's like tied to someone, even though you're really not tied to them. It feels like you are, though you may be tied to someone else. And it's like that, loving someone so deeply, yet... Okay, it's for someone, they love someone so deeply, but they're not with that person, they're with someone else. And that's like an unrequited love situation where they're there because they're either married to them or they have children with them or something of that nature. Now that's for some. Now, Lover's card can also be a choice between 2 people. So having to choose your happiness, what makes you happy. You know, it's a feeling like there could be loss either way. You know, if this is like a love situation and someone is with one person and have built a life with them, then there's things to be lost if they choose to leave that situation to move into another situation with the person they love. Yeah. Or, you know, whichever way that goes. But yeah. So this really feels like someone's thoughts and feelings are with what they care about deeply. Now, if this has to do with work or something, the same thing. Their thoughts are where the relationship matters. Okay, other people's thoughts and feelings. How others' opinions influence the situation. Okay. You got the Strength card. This feels like, honestly, it feels like you have to have strength just to endure other people's opinions of what you are feeling. And that takes me back to feeling stuck, feeling tied to a relationship or a situation. And, you know, it's like you have to find the strength daily to deal with other people's opinions and thoughts and feelings about what you are feeling. And it's kind of sad, really. And then we have your hopes or fears. What you hope or fear out of this situation. Knight of Pentacles. So, this is like a hope to get what you want and desire as far as monetary. You know, and then we have Lovers down here. So, yeah, if this has got to do with financial, you have a hope to get, you know, to get what you deserve, what's meant for you, what's yours. Now, I feel like on the fear side, do you see all the dust? There's a fear of what will everyone think? How will everyone see me? How will everyone see this situation? That's a fear, it feels like. And then our last card, the potential outcome, likely outcome of the entire situation. Four of Pentacles. Now, usually on the Four of Pentacles, it's like just holding, you know, on tightly to that money. This is like saving. So I don't know if you've been, you know, like putting back money or what, but it looks good. This has got a good feeling to it. So the potential outcome feels like, you know, things will work out in your favor. But you're going to have to take control of what's happening, because it feels like that maybe you allow other people to tell you or think for you or feel for you, or you keep your feelings bottled up and there's problems in a relationship that you're in. Sorry if you're not seeing all the cards. I know they go all the way down to here. Yeah. My camera's broke, so until I can get a new one, I can't really do anything because I can't move that one. But yeah, till next time, hope that helped.